Want to hear something crazy? This tiny little jar contains 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of copper. That's 602 sextillion 200 quintillion atoms of copper inside this tiny little jar. Now that your mind is blown, let's talk about the mole. The easiest analogy for the mole is a dozen. If you're given a dozen eggs, you know to expect 12. A dozen donuts, also 12 items. The mole is also used to count, but it's a superstar because it's how chemists count atoms and molecules. We already looked at 1 mole of copper. Let's see how it compares to 1 mole of sodium chloride. Though these two vials look vastly different, both contain the same number of particles, and that's the beauty of this unit of measurement. Now let's talk about the magnitude of this number, because that's really what trips up chemistry students. Chances are you're watching this video on a phone right now, maybe even an iPhone. The iPhone 12 has these dimensions. Hopefully you're thinking, now how big would 1 mole of phones be? To do this comparison, let's think about the Earth. So if we think about lining up cell phones along the equator, so the circumference of the Earth, we'll have to cover a distance of 24,901 miles or 40,075 kilometers. So let's convert that into centimeters so our units match up. That would be equivalent to 4.0075 times 10 to the 9th centimeters, or 4 billion centimeters. So let's do the calculation. So we want to divide that by the length of the iPhone 12, 14.6 centimeters, and we need 2.74 times 10 to the 8th cell phones. So how many layers deep would this be if we were to lay the cell phones like bricks? And the answer to that is 2.20 times 10 to the 15th layers thick. So we're getting closer. Stay with me. We'll multiply that by the thickness of a phone, 0.74 centimeters, which will give us a total height of 1.62 times 10 to the 15th centimeters, or 1.62 times 10 to the 10th kilometers. The phone wall wrapping around the entire Earth would be 16 billion kilometers tall. That's equivalent to going to the sun and back 55 times. Neptune is only 4.5 billion kilometers away, 1/4 of this distance. Suddenly, that seems like a small distance, right? So yeah, the mole is just a colossal number because atoms really are that small. Hope this was helpful. Now go and enjoy Mole Day.